John, welcome. Thank you for being here tonight.
Thanks for having me. Honestly, I've been waiting to talk about this.
Let me start with a question. When was the last time you sat down to rest?
Yesterday afternoon, and I made it about 4 minutes before I got back up.
4 minutes. What happened in those 4 minutes?
I sat down on the sofa, a cushion behind my head, feet up, and then my mind just started screaming at me.
Screaming, say more about that.
It was like a voice saying, "You're wasting time. You should be doing something. You should be proving your worth." Within minutes, I felt like a criminal.
Like a criminal. That's a heavy way to feel about simply sitting.
It is, and that's what I don't understand. Rest is supposed to be good for you, so why does it feel like a crime scene?
John, I want to stop right there. What you just described is so common, and it is not a personal failing. Before we explain anything, I want you to hear that. You are not lazy. You are not weak. You learned a painful lesson very early.
That's exactly how it feels. Like I'm guilty of something I didn't do. Where did I learn that my worth is my usefulness?
That is the exact question, and it is the heart of everything we will talk about tonight. So let's walk it together. Chapter 1. Worth equals usefulness learned early.
So where does this even begin? I don't remember anyone sitting me down and saying your value is your output.
Right, it's rarely spoken, but very early we learn it from what we watch, from what we are praised for, from what we are not praised for.
For me it was praise. I was the kid who got told good job for being helpful, for being quiet, for not being a bother.
And what did you get praised for when you were just sitting still?
Nothing. I don't think anyone even noticed me. I only became visible when I was doing.
So doing became how you earned attention, how you earned love almost.
Yes, that's it. Love felt conditional. I had to earn it with usefulness. If I stopped being useful, I stopped being seen.
That's the message many of us absorbed. Worth equals usefulness. And that message can stay with us for decades.
Why does it stay, though? I'm an adult now. My parents aren't even watching anymore.
Because that early lesson becomes a habit, a belief that runs under everything. It doesn't just live in the past. It lives in how you speak to yourself every day.
So every time I sit still, that old voice shows up. The little kid who had to earn his worth.
Yes, and I want you to notice something. That voice is not the truth. It is an echo of an old lesson.
But I built my whole life around that echo. My career, my routines, even my friendships. Everything is measured by what I produce.
That's natural. When a message shapes you that young, you build your world around it. You didn't build it wrong. You built it to survive.
Survive, I never saw it that way. I thought I was just ambitious.
You are ambitious. And underneath that, you were trying to be safe, to be seen, to be enough.
Being enough, that's the part I think I'm still chasing. I keep the pace up because stopping might prove I'm not enough.
And who would be watching to judge you for stopping?
Honestly, it's me. I'm the one holding the stopwatch. I think I've been the harshest boss I ever had.
Chapter 2. Rest as a danger signal.
Okay, so then why does rest itself feel so dangerous? Not just wasteful, dangerous.
Because for some of us, stopping was never safe. Think back. When you slowed down as a child, did anything good happen?
No, slowing down meant something bad was probably coming. Criticism, a parent's mood, extra pressure.
So your nervous system learned a rule. When I stop, danger follows. Rest became linked to waiting for the other shoe to drop.
Oh, so my body isn't being dramatic. It's actually protecting me.
Exactly. Your body is trying to protect you. It learned that stillness was unsafe. So it keeps you moving because moving felt safer.
That makes so much sense. I always thought I just had no discipline.
You have discipline. You have too much of it. Your system is overworking to keep you safe.
So the guilt isn't a real crime. It's an alarm, a false alarm.
It's a very real feeling. But the danger it's warning about is not the one in front of you. The danger is long gone. Your system just hasn't gotten the message yet.
That helps. I'm not broken. My alarm system is just still set to the old house.
And you are not broken. Can you feel the difference in that? The alarm is not broken. It's just overdue for a reset.
I can. It's easier to be gentle with an alarm than with myself. I've treated myself like a machine that needs to run until it fails.
And machines, when they rest, are we fixing them? No, we're maintaining them. Rest is maintenance, not failure.
I always thought rest meant I was weak, that I couldn't keep up. But you're saying it's actually the smart thing.
It's the necessary thing. Your body doesn't ask for rest to punish you. It asks because it needs it, like air, like water, like sleep.
Right, I would never tell a friend they were weak for drinking water.
Exactly. You'd bring them a glass. So why would you deny your own body the same kindness? Chapter 3. The Burnout Cycle Explained.
So what happens when this goes on for years? Because I think I'm burnt out, honestly.
Let's follow the cycle. You never let yourself truly rest, so you run on empty. You push through tiredness because stopping feels worse.
Yes, that's exactly me. I wear the tiredness like a badge.
And what happens when you run on empty for too long?
I crash, I get sick. Or I just collapse into a weekend of staring at my phone, feeling terrible about it.
And what do you tell yourself during that collapse?
That I failed, that I'm weak, that I wasted the weekend.
And then what do you do?
I push harder Monday to make up for it, and then I crash even worse.
So the cycle is push, crash, shame, push harder. The crash is the only rest you allow yourself, and then you punish yourself for it.
Wow, saying it out loud, it's so predictable. Why do I keep doing this to myself?
Because each part used to serve you, pushing kept you safe. Crashing forced a stop your mind wouldn't allow. The shame kept you productive. It's a system, just one that's now working against you.
So the burnout isn't a weakness. It's the body finally putting its foot down.
Yes, your body is demanding what you never gave it, permission to stop. And when the permission never comes, the body takes it anyway.
That's the part that frightens me, the body taking over. I've had nights where I couldn't get off the couch, not physically. I just had nothing left.
That is not a character flaw, John. That is a system that ran past its limits and could not go on. What did you do on those nights?
I lay there, and I hated myself for it the whole time. I couldn't even enjoy the rest I was forced into.
So even in collapse, you couldn't rest. The guilt followed you onto the couch. That's how deep this rule runs.
It's exhausting to be this hard on yourself.
It is, and that exhaustion is proof of how long you've been carrying this weight. Not proof of weakness, proof of strain.
I think I needed to hear that I didn't cause this. That maybe I'm just carrying something too heavy.
Chapter 4. Permission slips for doing nothing.
So how do I change the rule? How do I let my body know resting is safe now?
Slowly, you don't rewire a belief overnight. You start with small, deliberate acts, things that feel a little scary but doable.
Like what?
A permission slip, a tiny window of doing nothing that you plan on purpose. 10 minutes, you sit, you tell yourself, I am allowed to be here.
10 minutes feels tiny and huge at the same time.
It's supposed to be both. The size matters less than the message. Each one tells your system, we stopped and nothing bad happened.
Nothing bad happened. I like that. It's like proving to the alarm it can be silent.
Exactly, and the repetition matters. Not perfection, you'll feel guilt. You'll feel the urge to move, that's okay. That's the old system talking.
So I don't have to ignore the guilt.
No, you can notice it. You can say, there you are, old voice, I see you. And then you stay anyway.
Stay anyway. I think I can practice that.
That is enough. A moment of noticing is a win. It doesn't have to be a perfect hour.
What if I only make it 3 minutes before the urge wins and I get up?
Then you got 3 minutes. That's a closed loop. You stopped, you noticed, you were honest about how hard it felt. That counts.
So you're telling me there's no way to fail this?
The only way to fail would be to call it failing. Showing up at all is progress. Your system needs to see you return again and again.
Return, that's a kinder word than discipline. I'm not forcing myself. I'm returning to myself.
Return to yourself. That's exactly what it is. And every time you chose to stay, even briefly, you told the alarm it can rest. Chapter 5. Scheduling nothing on purpose.
So how does this become real? Not just one 10-minute moment, but a life change.
You schedule it like a meeting you can't cancel. You put nothing on the calendar, on purpose.
Scheduling nothing. That feels so backwards. I schedule everything.
That's exactly why it works. Whatever goes in your calendar, you treat as important. So make doing nothing important too.
So I block out 30 minutes. The act is just to be. No phone, no guilt.
Yes, and here's a gentle rule. When guilt shows up, don't fight it. Name it. Tell it, thank you for trying to keep me safe. I'm okay right now.
Thank you for trying to keep me safe. That's kind. I've never spoken to it like that.
It changes the relationship. You stop battling the voice. You start soothing it.
I worry the guilt will win. That I'll sit for 30 seconds and feel like I'm going to crawl out of my skin.
That feeling will probably come, and it will pass, like a wave. You don't have to ride it all the way. You just have to not run from it in those first scary moments.
So I surf the guilt for 30 minutes. That's a long wave.
Start smaller, 10 minutes on the calendar, then 15. The length grows as your trust grows. You're teaching safety, not testing endurance.
That's a relief. I don't have to be a hero at this.
No, you just have to be gentle and consistent. That's how the alarm finally settles. Not through force, through repeated proof.
And over time, the alarm gets quieter.
Over time, yes. Not because you forced it, because you showed it again and again that stopping is safe.
Okay, I want to be honest. This whole conversation has felt like a relief. I genuinely thought I was just broken.
You are not broken. You are carrying an old rule that kept you safe once, and it deserves compassion, not shame.
So I'm not a criminal for resting. I'm a person unlearning an old survival strategy.
Yes, and that is the whole takeaway for tonight. Rest is not a reward you have to earn. It is a need you are allowed to meet.
Can you give me one thing to take home? Just one.
One small thing. Tonight, before you sleep, sit still for 1 minute. No phone, just breathe and tell yourself, I am safe when I stop.
1 minute, I can do 1 minute.
That's the whole assignment for tonight. Nothing more. And be gentle with yourself if it feels hard. That's just the old alarm.
Thank you, Libin. This honestly changed how I see myself today.
Thank you, John. And I want to pause and say this. This conversation is education. It is not a substitute for professional help. If what we talked about feels heavy for you, please reach out to a therapist or a local helpline. You deserve real support.
That's a good reminder to end on.
MM. And if this episode felt like it was written for you, you're not alone. A lot of us carry this same weight. Subscribe to Healing Minds if you want, and we'll keep walking through these things together.
Take care of yourself tonight. You are allowed to stop.
Good night, John. Good night, everyone. Sleep gently.